Hey guys, if you're new here, my name's Emmanuel Camia, and I just want to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button, leave a like underneath this video, and if you want more basketball takes when news is breaking, follow me on Twitter/X at @E_Camia. Let's jump into this topic. I think Joel Embiid was actually more exposed and humbled than Jayson Tatum ever was. And that's because Joel Embiid was actually benched against South Sudan. South Sudan was a team that actually almost beat Team USA at their exhibition game prior to the Olympics. And so coming into this game, Team USA knew the kind of threat that South Sudan was, knew that they can't play around, and knew that in order to put them away fast and not have them be a pest for them, they needed to put out guys on the floor, the starting five lineup, that were the best of the best. And so Steve Kerr and the coaching staff decided that Joel Embiid was not one of those guys. In fact, Joel Embiid was not one of those guys that was going to play. And so that says a lot about who Joel Embiid is from the perspective of the coaches. They don't think that in a heated game such as this one, or when push comes to shove such as this situation, Joel Embiid is the right guy to turn to. And that is the worst kind of exposure that you could get from all these very smart-minded coaches on Team USA coming to that conclusion. Because it's not just Steve Kerr on the coaching staff. You have Steve Kerr, you have Eric Spoelstra, and you have some of the best coaches around the NBA giving in their input on this decision. And for Joel Embiid to be exposed like this on the global stage, it's not a good look. Furthermore, I think he really got exposed when you contrast just how his NBA game doesn't translate well to international play. Why? Because let's look at how Joel Embiid gets most of his points in the NBA. It's from the free throw line. And a lot of that is foul baiting. But the thing is, with overseas ref, they tend to swallow their whistles when they see antics like foul baiting. They're not going to call fouls that don't look like fouls. And so what's happened is Joel Embiid, his primary way of getting points, being on a free throw line, is taken away from him. And so coming out of the Olympics, it's going to be very hard for him to beat those foul merchant allegations that he's had for a majority of his career. Also, the flopping he does in the NBA, the overseas ref aren't going for. And the continuation of his exposure was bared out for everyone to see when he was the only player to have a negative plus minus in a game in which Team USA won by 26 points. That says a lot. You're a hindrance on a team full of star-studded players. And again, like Jayson Tatum, when you do a deep dive on this, it makes a lot of sense. On Team USA, Joel Embiid isn't getting the type of usage that he normally gets on the 76ers, in which he gets the ball and he kind of stagnates the offense in order for him to get his points, right? He doesn't fit well into a 5-in, 5-out, ball moving all around, making cuts, making passes. He doesn't fit well into that, mainly because he's not very athletic and his antics aren't getting him easy free throw shots. And when you couple that with how lacking he is in terms of defense when you compare him to guys like Bam Adebayo and Anthony Davis, you can see why his plus minus would just drop. He's not very efficient on defense, and he's not being able to produce those same numbers that he does in the NBA because that type of play isn't translating to the international game. And so when you look at it through that lens, again, it's easy to see why Steve Kerr made the decision that he made. And so those are my thoughts on what happened and led up to the benching of Jayson Tatum and Joel Embiid and what it means for both of those guys and their careers going forward. So yeah, if you like this kind of content, guys, make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. And thanks for watching.